welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine, and this is your weekly reading for August 17th to the 24th. We're going to be looking into the energy of the mind, body, spirit. We're going to be looking into relationships as well as pulling a card from the universe. So all of the cards that I'm using today, I'm actually using cards that I haven't used for a while. The first ones we're going to be using are the Archangel Animal by Diane Cooper. We're going to be using the Animal Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, as well as we're going to be pulling out one of my very first decks. Now, I've had this deck, I don't even know how long I've had it for, but it is the Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. And I do have the Oracle of Mermaids. This is by Lucy Cavendish. So I'm going to be using all of these decks today. All of the links for the cards that I am using are going to be below in the description box, as well as links to my Facebook, my Instagram, and my website. Now I do personal readings. You can check my Facebook page. That's usually the best place to find most of the information, or my website. All the organites that you do see in my videos are created by me. These are all made by me. So if you're interested in any of those, if you're interested in purchasing any, if you're interested in a perhaps custom design, by all means, please send me a message. Again, probably through my Facebook page is the best way to reach me, and that's at Oracle Intuitions. Just one little thing. Somebody said, I saw this post last week. Oh, and also I just want to let everyone know the timestamps for each of the signs are going to be below in the description box. So if you don't want to listen to my intro, if you just want to, if you don't want to listen to the whole reading, by all means, just click below, find your sign, click on the timestamp, and, go right to it. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do recommend that you taking a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, I do welcome cross watchers, but please remember, if you're a cross watcher and you're seeing something about, your person's sign that you're not liking, I'm sorry, but the messages that are coming through are going to be for the person that I'm reading for, right? So if it's for, Pisces, I'm reading for Pisces. I'm not reading for the cross watcher. So please keep that in mind. So one of the things that I actually found a little amusing this week, there's, as I do my readings now, I use cards that I just feel resonated to for that week. I just, I sort of ask spirit, like, look at what should I use this week? What am I feeling drawn to? Sometimes I just pull up a deck like today that I haven't used for a while. And I mean, I haven't used this deck in, oh gosh, probably years, but I used to love it. It used to really resonate with me. But then I saw this post on Facebook, and somebody was saying, oh, anybody that uses Doreen Virtue's cards, I won't even watch their videos. And my response to that is, by all means, just don't. We as readers, there's going to be things that we resonate to. There's going to be things that, maybe perhaps not. But I can tell you, as a reader, I've been doing this for a long time. And, it's not about the cards. It's about the energy that's coming through for that particular reader. And for me, when you are a reader, when you are somebody that is supposed to be tapping into conscious energy, okay? So, as a reader, we have to put aside our prejudices, right? We have to put aside our own baggage. We have to put aside our own thoughts and feelings towards a situation and go with what is coming through for us. And if somebody is going to limit themselves because of a particular person or a reason why they're not going to use a deck or whatever it is, for me, I don't resonate with that. Okay, so, if for whatever reason you don't like Doreen Virtue or any other reader, cards that I use, I have probably, over 100, 200 decks. Like, I have a lot, and you can't sit there and just, oh, somebody might not like this and somebody might not like, I can't work like that. I have to go with what resonates with me. And at the same time, again, as a reader, as somebody who is tapping into universal consciousness, you have to remain open. Okay, and messages might come through for a particular reason, or maybe I'm drawn to that deck for a particular reason, you know, for that week or however it is. So that is my little message for today, I guess. And I truly appreciate you watching. I really would appreciate if you are watching to subscribe, click that notification bell so that you will know when new readings come up. I have an amazing one coming up this week. I'm so excited for it. This is going to be an interactive tarot reading. So it is going to be guided by your own intuition. Okay, so this is not only a way to kind of tap into your own higher self, but it is going to be a way to receive the messages that you need at that time. It's going to be a timeless video, so it's going to be one of those videos that you can go back to time and time again and get the messages that you need, but again, guided by your own intuition through, you know, through me. Hope that makes sense. But I'm so excited for this. It's going to be out sometime this week. Again, click that notification bell so you do receive the message coming up saying that it's ready and it's up and going. For those that have subscribed, I truly appreciate your support. This means a lot to me. When people subscribe to your channel, not only is it a message to you that, you know, what you're doing has worth for that person, but it also really helps to support the channel so that I can keep, you know, continuing to do free readings. So, you know, likes, shares, all of that stuff, it does put me into, you know, so that more people can see it. The more subscribers you have, the more likes, the clicks, the shares, all of that are so greatly appreciated. I can't even tell you. So thank you so much to all of you, and have an amazing week. Take care. Aquarius, welcome to my channel. We're looking into the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, and closing the reading off with a message from the universe. This is for August 17th to the 24th. And if you did not listen to the intro, please remember that these readings are general readings. They may not resonate with everyone. Please also take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. All right, let's get going. We have our air signs organites here, and let's get going. So we have Bat is coming through for mind. See through the illusion into truth. All right. For the body, we have the Whale. Live on a fully conscious being. Live as a fully conscious being. And for spirit that is coming through, we have the Camel. Be forbearing and patient. I love this. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you right off the bat. Like, as an Aquarius, this is already resonating with me. So what I'm getting here, and of course we are going to do some clarification, but what I'm seeing here for the mind as the Bat, see through the illusion into truth. Okay, so what I'm getting here is for the mind. Now, a lot of things, as we know, are not as they are perceived. Okay, if you're going through a struggle in some sort, we have to remember that we can change that truth at any time, right? You know, especially if we're struggling, let's say, with relationships or money, or, you know, if we feel that we're stuck in a place, what we have to remember, and this is what I feel is coming through with spirit, especially with the Camel, be foreboding and forbearing and patient, is what it's saying is, look at, you know, don't get your mind wrapped into a place of feeling like things are stuck. Okay, have some patience. Remember that, you know, a lot of things are just an illusion. Let's say a particular relationship isn't working out. There may be something that you need to take a look into that with. However, sometimes what we have to remember, if we have put out that proper energy, if we have put out those proper intentions, then we don't want to stay stuck into the illusion that isn't truth. Okay, what we have to do is take a look, and sometimes this can also mean is that maybe we need to see things on a clearer basis. Maybe we do have an illusion in our mind of, You know, we can also sometimes be stuck in a place, especially I'm going to use relationships as an example. Sometimes we're stuck in a place with relationships where things are, you know, we're seeing the red flags, we're seeing the things that, you know, are giving our body, because we do have to listen to our body, live as a fully conscious being. We have to listen to that, you know. And it's funny because it's pointing here for me, that would be like the solar plexus. When our solar plexus is in a place where it's going against what it is within our thoughts. So let's say our thoughts, if we're trying to manifest something, just as an example, let's say we're trying to manifest a particular I'm going to use relationships because that seems to be the most common. You know, if we're trying to manifest a particular relationship with a particular person, but our solar plexus is fighting against that vision of coming through, there's a reason why. So what we sometimes need to do is see through the illusion. What is holding us back? What is that block and barrier? Are there some red flags coming up? Are there something within that element, you know, either within ourselves or perhaps with that other person, that we're just, you know, putting an illusion around? And that is why our core, our solar plexus, could be in a state of disarray, or like, you know, feeling tight and not allowing that full vision to come through, right? Same with careers, same with jobs. You know, if we're thinking, you know, geez, I should be a doctor, but that, you know, you're not really being drawn to that. Okay, you might not be drawn to that, and that's fine, because something within your gut is saying, like, this isn't right. So what it's saying here is really listen to yourself this week, okay? But if there is a manifestation that you're trying to create and your core is agreeing with it and you're not getting those red flags, you know, or even if you are, either clear out the red flags, clear out what is holding you back. Because sometimes this can be within our own, you know, with our own selves, right? We might be holding something back simply because of something that we are hanging on to from our past, or, you know, perhaps, you know, past disappointments, okay? So see through the illusion. If you feel that things are actually, this is something that you truly want, you're truly desiring, have some patience, okay? The universe does work for us. The universe does create for us. God is there for us, okay? But what we have to do is really listen between our mind and our body this week. Let go of the illusions. So if something isn't working out exactly the way you know, or you're not seeing it come to fruition, try to take a look inside. Is there something that you're fighting against within yourself for this particular goal? Or is it a matter of just having to be patient? Because when we get caught into that 3D world, that 3D element where we're not seeing things being manifested, it can bring us into this place where we're not feeling, you know, we're not feeling like there's hope. We're not getting that, oh, this is really going to manifest. This is going to come true. So when the bat comes through, you know, you see the bat. It can be very, you know, like illusionary, right? You know, we have that like Dracula, you know, vision or whatever it is. But try to look at things beyond the illusion, okay? Whether this is going to be something that you need to look into your core for, or whether it's something that you just have to have that patience for. All right, so let's get some clarifying cards and see what is coming through for you in regards to this message. And I can tell you, this message really resonates with me this week. So I hope that it does with other Aquariuses or Aquarius moons, but this is what I'm feeling. Sometimes things just need to be created, and depending on what it is that you're trying to create, there may be just a matter of patience, but that doesn't mean to give up. It just means to stop looking at just that 3D element. Sometimes we have to go into that 5D or illusionary phase in order to continue that creation, to continue that manifestation, to bring it into that 3D reality, okay? So let's take a look at the bat. We see moon. Isn't that, I love this. All right. So it says it's important to trust your intuition, exactly what we were just talking about. Even if you are unsure of what's happening, all that is needed all will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. Exactly. You know, moon. This is exactly what it's talking about. Exactly what I just said. So then we've got the Four of Autumn. So it says, be cautious about living in a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building walls that keep people out. Right? Exactly what I just said. Take a look into yourself. I love the cards. I love it. I love it when, you know, when I'm pulling these up and I'm feeling what the energy is, and then the cards come through for confirmation. I absolutely love it. I love it when Spirit does this. Thank you, Spirit. So this is exactly what it's saying. You know, there are sometimes we have to look into our own blocks and barriers. Sometimes we need to even look into those red flags, or maybe there's something that is holding us back from that vision, from that dream, from that manifestation. Okay. And we have to look in and we have to say, is it because of the manifestation? Is it something that I'm actually not resonating with? Or is it something within myself that could be holding me back at this time? We've got the 10 of Autumn, so the 10 of Pentacles. Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure, your family's materials needs are being taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. So, I mean, that does resonate with this card, but that 10 of Pentacles is really about contentment. It's allowing those things to come through. It's about knowing that you're going to be in a place that is going to feel secure and happy and content for you. But again, take a look. Remember to keep this as a vision, that 10 of Pentacles energy, where you're allowing these things to come through for the future. It may not happen right at this moment. Okay, there may be patience that is needed. There may be things that you need to remove from your, you know, from within inside of yourself. But at the same time, try to take a look and, you know, at everything, but stay within this energy of that contentment. Feeling that energy of where it is that you want to be content with, whether this is job, career, relationships, however it resonates with you. This is the energy that we want to continue to hang on to, and all of these will help clear themselves up. So then, oh, look at this. This is beautiful. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. Exactly. I love this. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family or of close friends. Congratulations may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy, balanced children. So when the 10 of Summer comes in, this is the 10 of Cups energy. This is, they're very similar energies, okay? But the 10 of Pentacles is more about setting yourself up for the future. And this could be like financially, materially, it's basically a set of, contentment on a material. I don't want to say completely material, because that's wrong, because we're all going to feel contentment on a separate basis. But this is more about security within that future. That 10 of Cups is feeling that contentment with, whatever it is. So if you're really in a career that you love, if it's a family life that you're craving, whatever it is, whatever your desires are, is this 10 of Summer. Okay, wherever it is that your ultimate goal is trying to go to, this is what Spirit is saying. Have some patience, really take a look in. Again, allow things to come to that surface, because that moon, moon sometimes hides things. It's a very illusionary card, right? And things aren't always as they appear, especially if they feel like they're not going the way that you particularly want them to at this time. Have that patience, have that faith, that this is all coming to fruition for you. So we've got the Emperor, and it says structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role, as you have much wisdom to offer. So when the Emperor comes in, this can be a very dominating type of card, but dominating doesn't always need to be in a negative manner. This is somebody who's very secure within themselves. This is also somebody, I feel like this is saying, take a hold of your mind. If your mind starts to wander into this negative phase, if it starts to wander into a place where you're lacking that patience, where you're lacking that faith, where you're not maybe perhaps seeing or feeling your manifestations at this time, it says to take a hold of those negative thoughts and help to remove them. Okay, it's up to you. Nobody else can do that. right? But, you know, it doesn't need to be all at once, right? Take control of it, because little by little, you're going to start removing those negative mindsets or that baggage or whatever it is that you're hanging on to that's preventing you from moving forward. So then we have, this is beautiful awakening coming through. Look at the things in a different way, and all will make sense. And don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. Things will soon start moving again. There you go, right? That's exactly what it's saying. Things will start moving again. You know, sometimes we get into this place where it's like, well, I'm not feeling this. And I've had people say that to me. They say, well, you know, I can't feel my person of interest anymore. I used to feel them all the time, and I can't feel them anymore, or whatever it is, or I can't feel my love for that career or that, you know, manifestation that I'm trying to create. And it's like, that's okay. You know, just take a step back. Perhaps, maybe you have to, there are things that you need to remove. Take a look into where that feeling is coming from. But remember that most of the time, this is an illusion. And sometimes that illusion comes through simply in order for us to clear out that baggage, in order to receive more information. It clears us off, okay? Allow that stuff that's holding, you know, that we're hanging on to be released in order to continue moving forward. And have that patience. Take a hold of your own thoughts. Even if it's step by step, it's little by little, all right? The camel coming through, the 5 of summer. Yeah, so this is the 5 of cups, and it says, you know, focus on the fact that God loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. So when the 5 of cups comes through, this does talk about, don't, you know, again, just basically repeating what I've just said, but that 5 of cups is an energy of, you know, paying more attention to overspilled cups as opposed to the ones that are upright and full and bursting with energy and love and excitement and motivation and manifestation, right? Sometimes we get caught into this element of we're looking at the past again. We're spending time looking at the things that aren't 100%. It's not that they're not true, but do we need to hang on to them? Do we need to hang on to that baggage? Do we need to drag that through with us for, you know, forever? Because that is going to halt those manifestations of whatever it is. When the 5 of cups comes through, it really says take a look at the more positive. Okay, take a look at those 2 overturned cups. Look at them bursting full of that unconditional love from the universe. We also have the Hermit. So again, go into yourself, figure it out, right? Take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within. Be a beacon for others so that, you know, on their path to spiritual enlightenment. I love this. Again, go into yourself, and that's exactly what I was saying. Take it step by step. Go into yourself. Work on yourself to release what you need to release, and then it will open you up to continue moving forward. And you're going to go through this awakening and allow these energies of this 10 of autumn and this 10 of cups to start rejuvenating themselves again. You will feel it. Sometimes it can take a minute. Sometimes it might take a day or two. Sometimes it might take a little longer, but you have to remove that energy, that past energy that is holding you back. Go into yourself, okay? And the 7 of autumn. I love this 7 of pentacles. The planning, resources, and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. So this is going to be a powerful week for you, Aquarius. Look at that. The patience coming through, again, this is what the camel is talking about, be foreboding and forbearing and patient. So know that your manifestations are coming through. Know that they're, what you've planted is going to become that reality. Have faith that the universe is drawing to you the things that it needs to draw. The things that you desire, the things that you want, the things that you need. It's coming through for you. Have that faith. Okay, so let's take a look into relationships for you this week. What a beautiful start. What a beautiful week that will be. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm going to go into relationships for this upcoming week for Aquarius. This is for August 17th to the 24th. Show us what we need to know for Aquarius in regards to relationship for this week. So we have empowerment. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. I love that. Ways of prosperity, new abundance, and exciting opportunities washing over you now. And worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive in all ways. You know, this really ties in with what we were just looking at within the mind, body, and spirit. You are powerful. Okay, so when it comes to relationships, what I'm getting here is that you need to have this, sometimes when things aren't coming through, especially when it's relationships, you know, whether you're, you know, whether it's a current relationship that, you know, you could possibly be feeling a little bit down with, maybe you've gone through, you know, a bad spell within that relationship. Maybe you're not feeling 100% worthy of your own, you know, self, right? Know that you deserve this. Know that these waves of prosperity, this empowerment coming through is what I'm getting here. I actually really love these cards. So for me, what it's saying is that whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whether this is a particular person of interest, whether this is a relationship for the future, or it could be a change within a current relationship that you're going through now. Remember that you have to, first and foremost, have this self-confidence within yourself. Okay? You have to have that worthiness. Remember that you are worthy of receiving all these good things. If somebody is treating you in a way that is not, you know, it's not making you feel good. You've got those, again, those blocks and barriers that are coming through. It could be those red flags. Remember that you are worthy of more. You're worthy of what it is that you are desiring within a relationship. We've got this empowerment. You're more powerful than you realize, okay? And it's safe for you to be powerful. A lot of times, you know, we're scared to step into our own power. So even if we might be feeling red flags, or we might be feeling some sort of a disconnection in some way, and again, we're taking a look at it. Sometimes we get scared of empowering ourselves. If somebody's putting us into a place where we're not feeling 100% worthy, we have to take a look at what's going on, and it's time to step into that, even if it's a matter of coming through and saying, look, I don't deserve to be treated like this. I deserve better. Understand your worthiness, okay? What it's also saying here is I do feel that there is going to be a change in relationships in some manner. I'm feeling this more especially for those singles, our single Aquariuses that are out there, somebody that may have a person of interest. I'm getting for those that are in a relationship, I feel like this is going to be a very powerful week for you as a couple perhaps. But again, you know, even if there's a goal that you both are working on as a couple, remember that there still has to be that element of that worthiness. Yes, I am worthy of receiving this goal. For those that are single, and again, maybe, you know, it might be a person of interest that you have in mind, it is telling you here that I do feel there's going to be changes, but you do have to get into this mindset. You have to remember that 10 of Pentacles and that beautiful 10 of Summer, or that 10 of Cups energy that it is that you desire. So keep that energy within you. Release that baggage that you need to let go of this week. Allow those waves of prosperity to start coming through. So let's get some clarification in regards to relationships for this week. I always have trouble shuffling these cards because the cardstock is quite thick. It's a beautiful cardstock, but it's a little hard for my hands. So my apologies. 3 of Autumn, 3 of Pentacles. This talks about collaboration, working with somebody, maybe even working with that universe, okay? Understanding that the two of you are working together in order to create this beautiful manifestation, this beautiful dream of what it is that you want within a relationship. Sometimes it might even just be a matter of working, like I said, with the universe. This could be a collaboration with somebody else. So maybe because of your empowerment, there may be somebody that is coming through that is wanting to have this collaboration with you within a relationship in some manner. Prince of Summer, there's a message coming through. This is the night of summer. This is beautiful. It talks about a deeply emotional and probably romantic experience that will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. How beautiful is that? How beautiful. Right? As I was saying, I felt somebody was coming through. There might be some sort of message coming through. Again, remember, you have to stay within this element of feeling worthy, but you also have to stay in that element of just that vision, okay? Those feelings of, you know, putting that energy into what it is that you're truly desiring. We've also, the Empress. So this is time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. So I'm really just reading these in case they might resonate with everyone, but I'm using my intuition and what I feel with the cards coming through. Get it yourself. See this worthiness? That Empress, she's always feeling worthy. Okay, she is the empowerment, the embodiment of all of the queens in the deck. So the Queen of Swords, the Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Okay, she is the empowerment of all, the embodiment of all of that. I keep saying empowerment, but you know what I mean. It is sort of empowering, right? She's very empowered because she has all of these qualities. She's taking care of us. She knows she's worthy. She takes care of herself. This worthiness coming through. Get yourself into this Empress energy, right? Whether you're male or female, this isn't gender specific in any way. No matter who's watching that, it's time to embrace this power, right? The Empress is a very, very powerful card. You know, and it's interesting because we also did already have that Emperor coming through as well, right? We had that Emperor and the Empress. So for us, you know, as readers, when we see this, this is power couple, right? This is power couple, but you also, again, have to be in that element of power, empowerment, right? You have to be into that element. Allow those things to come through. Recognize your worth, recognize your talent, recognize your strength, recognize the fact that, yeah, dang it, this is what I want. And this is what is coming through, and this is what I'm receiving, right? Have that patience. Have that faith that you know these things are, you know, coming through for you, right? Have that patience, have that faith. Okay, so let's get some more cards. I think these are absolutely beautiful. And I feel like this, through that collaboration, that message that's coming through, it might be a message of collaboration about somebody wanting that power couple with you, being part of that power couple with you, being part of that Empress and Emperor energy that is strength and, you know, just bringing it through to the future. Now, it may not come this week, but I do feel what, you know, what I'm getting here is getting into that energy is going to start drawing it through, right? The Six of Winter. So this is, I'm gonna read, you know, the saying just in case it does resonate with somebody's, but it says the challenging times are coming to an end and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let the past go and embrace the happier times ahead. Absolutely. Let that past go. It's hard for this person, whether it's the Emperor or the Empress that is coming forward. It's going to be hard for them if you're stuck in the past, right? You want to remove that energy. You want to have a clear path. If you look at the sea, for instance, there's not a bunch of obstacles in the sea. When you're in the sea, you're just going. You're just going, right? It's not like a freeway. Where you're limited, right? Because, you know, you're dodging stuff. If you look at this card, this, you know, this cat and just the embodiment of the card in itself is you're free to go. You're free. Ten of Springs, this is about, you know, hanging on to burdens, right? And it talks about you're working too hard and the stress will become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. So when we have this energy coming in, again, you know, going into that hermit energy is going to help. But as I said, not everything needs to happen immediately. You can make it happen immediately, but don't put that stress on you, because when you're in that place of stress, that 10 of Wands energy where you're feeling, oh God, I have to do this, I have to do that, or this isn't going to happen. No, 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 no. okay? Yes, eventually you need to do, but allowing these things to come through naturally, releasing and allowing, okay? Imagine like a cup. I can't, you know, if I had a cup of water, if it's filled to the brim, I can't add more stuff into that, right? It's going to overflow. So you can, if you look at that cup and if you're full of, you know, something that you're hanging on to from the past, some sort of baggage or, you know, a mindset of unworthiness that is, you know, you can't add that happiness to it with a cup that is somebody feeling overburdened. So they have to release some of those burdens, drop that baggage and move forward, okay? Do it step by step if you need to. If you need to, do it step by step. This doesn't need to be immediately. This can be something that you can work through. And that's why I feel like this energy might not be immediately this week, but it is starting to come through because of the fact that you'll be dropping a lot of this stuff that you no longer need to hang on to. We've also got the 8 of Winter. So again, caging yourself, right? This talks about caging yourself. So it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you up to new heights and give you gentler self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. Again, you know, and it's interesting, when we talk about freedom, we've got this cage here with that cat. That cat's escaping that cage, going into those freer waters. So are the birds, right? We've got another cage. So if you're feeling trapped, if you're feeling trapped within your emotions, maybe you do need to talk to somebody. And I mean, that's okay, right? Whether it is somebody who can give you spiritual advice or perhaps therapy of some sort. Maybe this is just friends. Maybe it's just even talking to the universe. And again, allowing those things to escape what it is that ever is burdening you. All right. Sometimes it's, again, step by step. Okay. It doesn't need to be all at once. It can be step by step. We've got the Magician. There it is. The magic is in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. We've also got the World. Yeah, see, when the World is coming in, so the World is about completion. It's about ending of cycles, okay? This might be a cycle, and that might be why you're feeling this burden for some of you. Because if we get trapped in that cycle where we're just continuously rotating old thoughts, old feelings of feeling unworthy in some way, when we're not empowering ourselves, okay, we need to release that cycle. We need to allow this Magician energy to come through in order to recognize the fact that we can manifest whatever it is that we want. We can end old cycles in order to bring through this energy of manifestation and empowerment. Last card for relationships, we have the, oh God, this is beautiful, the Queen of Spring. So when the Queen of Spring comes in, this is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who is, as it says, talented, brilliant, independent, charming. She's got it all going on, right? This is somebody who, you know, is not only self-confident, but she is strong within herself. She recognizes her own inner and outer beauty. It also talks about don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have had several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. So, you know, maybe there's several things that you're trying to manifest, and it could be the fact that you are feeling overwhelmed by so many manifestations, okay? And what that can do is it sort of brings us into a place of, well, I'm not seeing this, I'm not seeing this, I'm not seeing this. But, you know, it might be a time to just focus in on one as well, okay? Release what it is, like if something else is vying for your attention, you know, focus in on what it is that you truly most desire, simply because of the fact that you're going to put that beautiful empowerment towards it and that collaboration with the universe in order to create it. Okay, so let's take a look at a closing message from the universe for you, Aquarius, this week, and see what is coming through. This is just going to be a final message from the universe to help you out. It may have something to do with the reading. It may be something completely different, but this is going to be what the universe feels that you need to know at this time. vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching. So remember when we get into our dreams, when we're manifesting our dreams, when we're manifesting our desires, we need to sometimes get into that energy of that vivid dreaming, lucid dreaming. So again, it's like manifestation. Remember to go slow. It's okay. It's okay. You can go fast. You know, if you feel that you don't have any blocks or baggages holding you down, hey, go for it. But what it's saying here is your dreams are coming through. And I feel like for some of you, you may have been having some dreams, some messages coming through within your dreams. If you can, try to pay attention to them throughout this week. You know, even journal them, write them down, try to remember them. Take a look as to, you know, follow your intuition as to what you feel that they mean, right? And again, I do feel that lucid dreaming is going to really help you this week. Even if it's not in an energy, like when we lucid dream, we don't need to stay within that energy for very long. Okay, they actually say 17 seconds is enough to really start bringing and drawing in our manifestations. So if you can do that throughout the day, that is the way to do it. Because once we sometimes hang on, especially if you're struggling in some way with manifestation, if you stay in that energy for too long, what can happen is that's where our mind starts bringing in the negativities or the doubts. So we want to move, you know, staying in that like 17 seconds. You can stay in longer if you want, but if you're starting to feel any hesitation or, like I said, negativity, you know, time to come out of it. Go about your day. Allow that energy to release, and you can always come back to this later on and go again back into that lucid dreaming, that manifestation, that energy of creating and empowerment. Okay, so I truly hope that this has helped, Aquarius. I wish you the best of weeks. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Take care. Libra, welcome to your reading for August 17th to the 24th. We're looking into mind, body, spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. So remember that these are general readings. They may not resonate with everyone. Please also check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, let's get going for, I actually feel like one more. All right, Libra, for the mind, we've got the Badger. Bring your life into balance. Okay, Archangels Mary and Sandathon. We've got the Eagle. Seize opportunities courageously. And the Rabbit. Recognize your significance. Okay, so Libra, this is what's coming through. It really is talking about it is time to start taking those opportunities, but with that courageousness, recognize your own significance. But it is saying here that your life might need within your mental state. Okay, so when we talk about the mind, this can be mental state. This is internally, okay? Internally, you may be feeling that there's something is out of balance. And it is saying here, or it could be that you're finally getting into balance of some way, all right? You may be feeling that energy of I'm feeling within balance, like maybe, you know, the last couple of weeks you've been out of balance, you've been feeling a lot of confusion, you've been feeling a lot of stress in regards to direction is what I'm getting here. Because, you know, with this eagle, I feel like this eagle is like, when it comes through, it's like direction. What direction is that eagle going? Where's he soaring to? And it says to seize those opportunities courageously. So this is with external. So it feels like there might be opportunities coming through. Okay, now when we talk about external, this can be within the body, this could be within our chakras, it could be even balancing out our chakra system. You might be in this place where you're finally bringing things into balance, or that you're wanting to work on bringing things into balance throughout this week. With this Rabbit coming through, recognize your significance. This is very much like, if you look at him, this is like, you know, this rainbow is representing that chakra system again, but also it's really focusing on that heart chakra, so that unconditional love for yourself, recognizing your own significance in order to give you that courage to go for what it is that you're trying to seize within your life at this moment. Again, you know, bring your life into balance. It feels like it feels like things, again, have been a little bit out of whack. What I'm really picking up here is that it feels like I'm also hearing something about, for some of you, you might have felt out of whack. And I feel that bringing your life into balance, you might feel that things are starting to finally bounce. They're starting to get into a place where you're feeling that stronger, that significance within yourself. But I'm also feeling that for some of you, I want you to take a look externally, okay, and see if that is the truth that is coming through. Because sometimes we do allow our illusions to bring us into a place, are things really as they seem, okay? And I feel like there might be, for some of you, better opportunities out there rather than settling for something that is giving you an illusion of bringing your life into balance. All right, so that's something else to take a look at. So take this as it resonates, but I am getting that for some of you, there might be some sort of illusion externally that is kind of giving you the perception that things are going to be okay, but it's almost like you have this feeling inside of you that maybe you, that you're worthy of more, recognizing your significance, okay? This is what I'm also getting for this week. So let's take a look and see what is coming through with the clarification cards at this moment. I love these cards, but the card stock is like, they're beautiful, beautiful cards. It's just that they have such heavy, heavy card stock that I do find with my hands, they're a little harder to shuffle. So if I look kind of awkward, I apologize. They are just a little harder than the normal cards, right? Beautiful cards, though. Absolutely beautiful cards. But, all right. We have the Queen of Winter. Yeah, so it says, all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Yeah, see, with that, recognize your significance coming through in this balance. I'm getting that for some of you, the balance that you're creating or that you're feeling, it's almost like you know that something might not be right, okay? And, you know, this can happen, especially sometimes within relationships or jobs where, you know, maybe we were feeling such heavy stress and we were really allowing ourselves to release a lot of things, but then something just changes and it might seem that it's going in a great place. And, you know, for some of you it may be, but it, you know, what I'm getting here is that for a majority of you, or for a good portion of you, this Queen of Swords coming through is telling you, look, at, you're still, you might, you know, even though the illusion is there that everything is going great, there's something that is telling you that there's something better for you. Okay, so some of you might not be following your actual internal guidance at this time, and that's something that I feel like the universe is asking you to take a look at. What is out of balance? Are you truly feeling that you are, you know, that this is the path for you at this time? Or is it saying recognize your significance and seize higher opportunities? Okay, don't get into a place of settling for something that you know, because when we're out of balance, it might feel good right now, but that feeling comes back. Okay, when we're thinking that we're in a place of balance, like I said, I said that wrong, but you know what I'm getting at. If you feel like, you know, okay, everything's going good, this relationship is great, you know, he's never going to do that again, he's not going to mistreat me, or, you know, not give me, you know, make me feel unworthy, whatever it is, right? We tend to talk ourselves into stuff. This job is going great, you know, I just, you know, I talked to my boss and I'm never going to have this trouble with a coworker again. But, you know, deep inside, you're like, so, no, I mean, this is good. This is an illusion. But it feels like you're being told that there's something better for you at this time. Okay, and that might be something you need to take a look at. That 10 of Summer is coming in. So it says it's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations may be in order for a happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy, balanced children. So For some of you, this might resonate. Maybe, again, you're feeling like things are finally in balance, and I'm going towards this 10 of summer, in whatever manner it is. We've also got the King of Summer coming through, the King of Cups. So a trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from somebody who speaks directly from the heart. For some of you, it may be saying, look at, through this process of the balance, and again, take this as it resonates, through that process of the balance, and maybe even speaking your mind, you're now in a place where, you're starting to feel, again, secure within yourself, that you can trust somebody. Again, I feel like you have to really follow your intuition on this. Is this something that is significant of your worth? Okay. That King of Summer can be a little bit, he can be very open with his emotions, but also it can also be, somebody who doesn't quite reveal everything. Okay. I am feeling, let's pull up some more. Yeah, we've got the Four of Cups coming through. So your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. Yeah, here's the thing, Libra, what I'm getting here, and again, take it as it resonates. I feel that for some of you, you may have gone through like a troubled spell, or a feeling of feeling confused, or whatever it is, and something might have come forth. But, here's the thing, is that during that time that you were feeling confused or lost, or even, to some degree depressed, or whatever emotion it was feeling, there was some truth behind that, is what I'm getting. And I keep getting like there's a better opportunity in some way coming towards you. So if you were in a place, which will bring that true balance to you, true balance, as opposed to an illusionary balance, or a balance where you're feeling like, or what could happen is it's going to repeat itself, right? So the world, like I literally was just saying this, like, because the world is about conclusions, right? It is about completing of cycles. I feel like it's a completion of cycle in some manner for you. It's like recognizing your significance, recognizing your self-worth, recognizing your true talents, the things that you have to offer. It's concluding something in order to move forward, to grasp a hold of new opportunities. Then we've got, ego. Now, this could be the ego of somebody else. It could be within our own ego, okay? Because when our own ego comes through, it sometimes doesn't allow us to see the truth behind a situation. We might be so stuck on trying to create some sort of sense of happiness within something that is a version of our ego, because we're not allowing ourselves to see clearly something that is better. All right. But it does say here, you may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overlie, focus upon material wealth, and break free of negative thinking. So this is like the Devil card coming through. And I do feel that for some of you, again, there might be a lack of, it's not particularly lack of self-worth. It just might be, well, this situation is good enough for now. It might be a matter of settling, not allowing yourself to really, truly receive what opportunities are supposed to be coming your way. Ace of Spring. All right. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but still you'll want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. Yeah, when we stay stuck in this energy, okay, when we stay stuck in this energy, it's not allowing new opportunities to come through. And what I do feel, again, something is coming through that is going to be not only better for you, but it is going to bring about that true happiness, that true 10 of summer that you're striving for, okay? That true sense of completion and feeling whole and feeling happy, allowing your emotions to truly burst. If somebody is holding you back in some way, or something is holding you back in some way and giving you a false sense of security, that is not going to allow this new passion to come through. It feels like, and again, that could be somebody else's ego that's coming through. This could be within your ego. It could be somebody else's. Take it as it resonates. But I do feel that there is some sort of sense of new New is coming through. New wants to come through, but you have to let go. Then we've got the Two of Winter coming through. Pure procrastination and worrying what others think is blocking you from making a decision. If you're torn between your desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. What did I just say? The ego. This is either somebody else's ego, it could be yours. Okay, torn between a decision. And you do have to follow your own inner guidance, your own inner feelings. So if you were feeling, you know, unsure about a situation before, and all of these, you know, especially I'm gonna bring up relationships, because that's always the most common. And what I'm getting here is that, you know, and again, take this story as it resonates, or take this description. You know, if you were in a bad place with somebody, and you were starting to recognize like all of their negative qualities, or maybe things that you weren't feeling good about yourself within that relationship, which happens, right? Maybe sometimes we're with somebody for so long that we're not really truly seeing who they are, or we're not truly seeing ourselves with them. And, you know, that taking that time apart, or maybe, you know, when you have that opportunity to really, you know, take a look at the situation from different angles, we're starting to really see all of those things that were coming through, those red flags in some way. Okay. But, you know, when we get back together, those kind of disappear, right? Those kind of just disappear, and we're like, oh, everything's happy. I'm walking on rainbows again. You know, I'm in my happiness. But again, you're not recognizing, you know, you're not allowing another opportunity to come through when we stay in that energy. And it does feel like this could possibly be, again, the ego of somebody, or the ego of yourself, whatever it is that is scared to move forward, is scared of making a decision. Something is blocking you from making a decision. And maybe you are scared what other people will think, especially if you're leaving or walking away from something like a job or a career or even a long-term relationship. We sometimes, you know, worry about how are others going to think, as opposed to what is truly happy for us at that time. So let's see what else is coming through. We've got the Nine of Autumn, Nine of Pentacles. Your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off in order to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. So when the Nine of Pentacles comes through, this might be a time that you have to, again, relish in your own significance, recognize your own significance as well, because that Nine of Autumn is a very individual card. And sometimes people either put us, you know, into a place where it's like they're, you know, they're giving us some sort of, we feel like they're giving us some sort of sense of significance. Okay. But again, their ego is coming through, right? You're significant as long as they're enjoying part of that happiness, right? And what it's really saying is you need to get yourself into this Nine of Pentacles, who is independent, strong. Now, independent doesn't need to be single. Okay, independent is independent within ourselves, where we have our own sense of security, our own abundance, our own mindset of our own strength. Okay, and that's what that Nine of Pentacles represents. So then we've also got the Chariot, and you can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition you're receiving. Yeah, it takes a lot of hard work, but here's the thing. The Chariot, again, you know, is like moving forward, and I feel like moving forward in a fairly quick manner, however it is that you need to do so, is going to help bring that balance. This is balance. This is balance. Okay. I feel like, you know, if there's something that is holding you back, not allowing you to complete a cycle in some way, it is time to really make those steps forward this week in order to release that, in order to allow this new energy to come through. Once you release one, then, you know, we've got these things flowing in on a very fast manner, right? We've got all of this new opportunity flying towards us, bringing us into that sense of security and comfort. 10 of Winter, yeah, something is done. Something is done. Okay, this is the 10 of Swords. And it says, the end of a career path, project, or relationships brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a higher future awaits. Libra, I can't get any more clear. you know, like this is what the cards are saying. Something is done. This even could be just a mindset, okay? But I'm really feeling that it's time to take a look around and seeing what it is that you need to release in order to bring in these new opportunities that are going to, you know, be more worthy of you, right? And we've got last card here I'm going to pull up is the Ten of Pentacles. I felt like, you know, it's interesting. We've got these 10s. So these 10s are about completion, right? End of a cycle. Feeling that security within yourself. We've got that Nine of Pentacles. You know, that Nine of Pentacles, once we feel secure about ourselves, it brings us into this sense when we're really working on ourselves, allowing these new opportunities to come through, feeling that strength of independence. We're also getting into this place of feeling complete within our own selves, okay? Whether we're with somebody or not with somebody, that's not, you know, the point. The point is having that sense of security. We've also got that Ten of Cups coming through, right? So something has to end in order to reach this level of that pure completion, something that you are significant of. Okay, recognize your own significance. There's something better. A new opportunity is trying to come through, but you have to complete the cycle of another one first. Okay. So let's take a look into relationships for this week and see what's coming through for relationships. Relationships for Libra. So this is the energy around the relationships or relationships in general. This can be, it doesn't need to be romantic. It can be friends, family, co-workers. Take it as it resonates, okay? And this one wants to come. Okay, yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. Look at that. We've also got the alchemy card. Again, you know, you have the Midas touch right now. Every project you begin turns to gold. But alchemy is also about balance, right? And the last card is this friendship. Make a date for play. I have to just clear my throat just a second. Make a date for a play date with one or more friends. So what I'm feeling right now is, you know, whatever you were wondering, whatever the question was, that's your answer. Okay. I'm also getting here, again, new opportunities are coming in. This is a really good time to start bringing them in because I feel like this is that confirmation. If you were really wondering, you know, is this new opportunity going to be beneficial for me? Yes. So is this going to be like a new relationship in some manner? Yes. Right now you have that Midas touch. Right now, you can really bring those opportunities towards you in a manner that is going to be not only extremely fulfilling for you, but they're going to be something that has been already waiting for you. Okay? When you have that Midas touch, it's like we have that belief and that faith, but we're also having that allowing from the universe to come through and really give us what it is that we've been desiring. Okay, so if you've been, let's say, in a relationship that wasn't completely fulfilling, and that's what you desire, this is now the time to go and seek that, simply because you do have that Midas touch. That doesn't mean, you know, run out and, you know, date the first person or whatever it is, or, you know, even if you're single, again, you know, don't run out and, you know, date whatever isn't resonating with you. But it is saying is that really allow that energy to come through and recognize the fact that not only are you worthy, but there is something better waiting for you at this time. Now, we've also got this friendship coming through. Now, I feel two things with that. It might be a time for you to embrace that Nine of Pentacles, or that Nine of Pentacles energy, you know, that independence, that self-assurance. And sometimes, you know, friends can do that. They tend to, you know, bring a sense of allowing us to look at ourselves in a realistic manner, but also honoring exactly who we are. And they bring that sense of self-worth to us, or help us recognize our own self-worth. But I am also feeling that there may be possibly a friendship for some of you that can be changed into like a very close friendship. This could be, you know, somebody opposite sex, that could be changed into a stronger relationship, or same sex, it doesn't really matter. But well, that's what I'm getting, is like somehow it almost feels like too is that you need to have that friendship first in order to increase the relationship between the two of you. Okay, this also could be a play date or friendship with yourself in order to get into that state, that allowing, when we take a look, you know, allowing us to conclude things that, again, that are no longer needed for us. It's like, be your own friend. And that's exactly what I'm getting too. I'm hearing be your own friend as well, because here's the thing, you know, we can be great friends to other people, right? Or other people can be great friends to us, and you know, they're very straightforward, they can be very honest. If we're in on something unhealthy, you know, they'll usually speak up, they'll say something, whatever it is. But we can kind of suck at being our own friends, and we tend to tell ourselves things that maybe particularly aren't true. Like, oh yeah, that guy, you know, no, he'll come around, he really does love me, she really will change in this way, whatever it is, right? That's what I'm feeling, is that you need to be your own friend at this time as well. Be your own friend in order to recognize something for what it truly is, all right? Or allowing yourself to bring that balance in some manner, right? Because again, having that that significance, recognizing that significance within us, that is what a friend does. And it's time to be your own friend and say, look, I don't need to settle for this. There's too many red flags. This isn't feeling like it's in balance, whatever it is. Having that internal friendship with ourselves allows us, it's like, it gives our mind, body, and soul that permission to take a look at things in its true nature and allow us to create something that is better for us, okay? So let's take a look at the clarifying cards and see what is coming through at this time. Yeah, the Eight of Summer. So it's like, again, walking away from something. Okay, leaving something behind that is no longer worthy of you. I will read the card, though. It says you feel like there's more to life than what you're living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to that which would make you happy. Either way, you're in control. Again, that alchemy card, right? You're creating what it is that, you know, allow yourself to create what it is that you truly want, but you've got to leave behind something first. This is walking away or walking towards something that is going to be better from you, or leaving things that are no longer necessary behind. We've got that Six of Spring, so this is about victory. And it says you may receive a promotion or be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're singled out for a special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the recognition. I do feel that with that alchemy card, this is what you're striving for, you're wanting to create. Now, again, I do feel like that red flag coming through, which is interesting because we've got this flag with like this red ribbon coming through. I do feel that you have to, and you know, we also had that ego card, because the Six of Wands can also represent to some degree somebody with a, you know, a higher ego. And this could be somebody around you. And I feel like for some of you, it may be feeling that somebody is making you feel very significant right now. But again, your intuition is telling you something is off, something is out of balance. That's what I'm also getting, okay? Again, take that as it resonates. We've also got the Magician. There is magic in the air. You can manifest what you need to manifest. So now we've got the Alchemy and the Magician. So whatever it is that you're truly desiring, not the illusion of what it is that may be presenting some sort of false sense of victory, I feel like now is that time. Now is that time to truly bring it in, to truly manifest it. Walk away from what is no longer serving you. We've also got here the Seven of, your dreams are already coming true. So this Seven of Pentacles, it's saying plant those dreams, plant those seeds, allow them to manifest. This falls in with that alchemy and that magician, because this is about planting those seeds in order to create, allowing them to bloom, allow them to manifest, okay? We've got the Seven of Summer. Yeah, so you might even be in the in a place of decision making. Maybe you need to make a decision. And it does say it's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. So this is, again, it's just clarifying exactly what this was talking about. You have to make that decision. You have to make that step forward. Okay, you have to leave behind, what it is that is not feeling good to you in order to move towards something that is going to bring a lot of happiness and joy towards your life. Oh God, this is beautiful. The Dreamer. See, the Fool brings something new. You are starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. You can't get any clearer than that, Libra. Like, it's time to, time to move forward, time to allow yourself to embrace who you truly are and embrace what is truly supposed to be a part of you. Okay, if you're living in a place where you're not sure about a person, or if it's stagnant, or if it's like a cycle rotation, that world where something needs to come to a conclusion, because even if you're going through bouts of happiness and unhappiness, people will sometimes say, well, that's just part of relationships. Yeah, it can be, but if you're constantly not knowing if you're walking on eggshells with somebody or not half the time, or if life is just stagnant, it's not supposed to always be like that. Right? Of course, we're going to have stagnant moments within our life, but that's, that's a part of life. But at the same degree, if you're feeling like, somebody is not putting that worth or that effort into a relationship in some manner, or if you're constantly in a worry of, are they being faithful? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? Be your own friend right now. And talk to yourself and say, look instead of giving yourself a line of BS, right? Listen to, and staying in that element of ego, really listen to yourself and say, look what? If I was my best friend, what would I tell myself? And go from there. All right? But it's saying it's time to walk away from something to go to something new. Okay, this new might not be right there. It might be, future energy wanting to come through. But again, it can't come through unless there is some sort of balance. There has to be that letting go in order to create that alchemy, that magician energy to, fully be created, right? Awakening. Look at things in a different way. Right? The Friendship card. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporary. Things will start moving again soon. So again, look at things in a different way. That that awakening. Take a different perspective on what it is, because I do feel that it is time to move forward. Now, again, you can take the relationships as it is. This even could be possibly a relationship with yourself if you're hanging on to old things that you no longer need. Right? Maybe it's time to start planting those seeds, for a better future. Whatever it is, that take this as it feels good towards you, but that's what is coming through. We've also got the Five of Summer. Yeah, there's some negative energy that's coming through here, and it does say focus on the fact that God loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. So when that Five of Cups comes in, you might be, paying more attention to the things that are disappointing or that were sad. I mean, the Five of Cups can talk about sadness, and it's time to take a look at the really good positive things, maybe even your own positive qualities, maybe the things that you can contribute to others or contribute even to your own self in order to create some sort of sense of happiness, or like some sort of sense of true happiness, right? True fulfillment, true sense, like that 10 of Cups energy, okay? Completion, in some way. And last card, we've got the Queen of Autumn. So this is the Queen of Wands, and it talks about, or Queen of Pentacles, so sorry. Thoughtful, caring, creative, and ingenious. You will be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus on only the positive in every situation or person. This is really interesting because, again, you know, I kept getting like there could be advice coming through. This could be from a friend. This could be from yourself. You could be your own best friend, but it feels like there's some sort of advice or some sort of message that's going to be coming through. Or maybe you need to seek it out a little bit and ask people straight out, look at, you know, don't hand me any BS. What do you think about this situation? Give me your honest thoughts. But again, you have to release that ego in order to hear the actual true, you know, the true messages that are coming through. Do it with people that you trust. Do it with yourself. I feel like there is some sort of message that is coming through that is going to allow you to release in order to move forward, in order to receive that new, okay? In order to receive what it is that you truly not only desire, but what it is that you are significant of, what you're worthy of, as opposed to staying in some sort of situation that is not being fulfilling. Okay, so let's get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through for you, Libra, at this time. Closing message from the universe for Libra. Oops. What is it? What message for Libra? Divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune. Yeah, you know, the interesting thing is I feel like it's almost like you're, there's something that is waiting for you that is supposed to be fated for you. Like it is your destiny. It's time to go towards it. But again, hanging on to that old energy is just going to stall that progress. And I feel like hanging on to that old energy could actually, you know, halt or hinder this future prophecy or this future divination that's coming through. I just kept feeling throughout this reading there was something that you're supposed to be heading towards that is not where you are right now. Okay, because it does feel like there's this future beautiful energy that you just need to recognize your own self-worth in order to receive. Okay, let go of what is hindering you, move forward to what is going to honor you. All right, so I truly hope that that has helped, Libra. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe to my videos. I truly appreciate it. Have an amazing week. Many blessings. Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for August 17th to the 24th. We're looking into the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, and a closing card from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. Also, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. And let's get into it. All right, Gemini. For the mind or internal, we've got the dove. So spread messages of peace and harmony. For the parrot, listen intently to understand. And for that's for the body. For the spirit, we have the horse. Care for others and let them be free. This is an interesting week. So I do feel that there needs to be some I don't want the word prejudiced, like I'm going to say the word prejudiced, right? But I don't mean it in a racist type of manner in any way, obviously. But I feel like there might be some judgment that you may have had towards maybe certain situations or towards some people, and or even ideas, or this could be even your own mindset, like this is allowing things that are going to be coming through. So it does say spread messages of peace and love. So I feel like internally you're allowing your body, you're allowing your mind, you're allowing your internal self to head into a more peaceful place within yourself. It feels as though messages might be possibly coming through from spirit. They could be also just sort of changing a mindset and allowing, it feels like letting, let live and let live is sort of the message that I'm getting. Listen intently to to understand. And it feels like you may have had some past thoughts or feelings towards a particular person, people, maybe again, towards an idea, ideology, a narrative, or this could be within your own mindset. And spirit is saying, care for others and let them be free, allowing others to have their sense of what it is that they believe, what it is that they feel drawn to. Try to remove any prejudices against it or any judgment towards it in some manner. It's like allowing yourself to be within yourself. I feel like the message is coming through, and I'm gonna try to say it as clear as possible without confusing myself for you. What I'm getting here is we all have our own beliefs. Okay, we might not always agree with them, and that's okay, but what spirit is asking you to do this week is allow yourself to let people have their thoughts or their beliefs the same way that you have yours, or that you want people to understand and let you be free with your own thoughts, feelings, judgments, whatever it is that are within yourself. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling for you this week. It feels like this is a week to remove those old mindsets and allow people to either speak freely or to listen intently, to truly understand what it is and what it is that they're saying and the place that they're coming from. Okay, sometimes we get caught into those situations where we're not quite understanding somebody's circumstances or the circumstances of something because A, that we haven't lived them ourselves, or B, maybe our circumstances are different, and that's okay. But it is saying, like, as much as you want to be free, you must allow others to be free within their thoughts as well. This is what I'm getting for you this week. So let's get some clarifying cards and see what is coming through. So I feel like this is going to be, to some degree, an important milestone for you, simply because I feel that through this process, you're going to have not only a deeper and clearer understanding of perhaps something within a situation that is around you, or this could be just an opening up for a deeper, possible even ascension for your own spiritual health. Okay, so if you are in some sort of situation where you're, perhaps there is an issue going on, Spirit is asking you, look at, open your mind, right? Listen. It doesn't mean that you always have to agree. It doesn't mean that you have to agree if the message isn't resonating with you to somebody else, but listening to their point is going to make that difference within you. Okay, it's going to make that difference within that relationship. It's going to open up new possibilities in some way. Okay, so we've got that Five of Summer. Yeah, it might have been that somebody had said something, or maybe there's something going on that is bringing you into some sort of sense of, like the Five of Summer. When the Five of Summer comes through, this is a sense of sadness. It could be that you're even in a place of sadness, and it very well could be, because of a certain situation, maybe possibly a certain person. And when the Five of Cups comes through, is that we focus in on the negative instead of the positive. So we're not looking, in traditional tarot, we've got 5 cups, 3 are, spilt over, right? And 2 are upturned, still holding, fulfillment, happiness, and joy. And what Spirit is asking you to do is don't focus in on the 3 overspilled cups. It's focusing in on those overturned cups in order to bring about a different perspective. Okay, it's a different perspective, taking a look at something from a different angle. All right. We've also got the Sun coming through. Yeah, because doing this is not only going to bring about a sense of rising above the issue, like the sun. Okay, the sun rises. but this is one of the happiest cards in the deck. Now, again, this could be a mindset within yourself, and taking a look at those two cups that are over, like that are still upright, could bring about a new perspective, allowing you to see things in a not only a different manner that is going to, but it's going to bring some sort of happiness or joy to a situation, or maybe just perhaps you individually. We've also got the Justice card. So it does say fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. This is beautiful. So again, you know, like the thing is with justice, what we have to remember, if you stay in that mindset that you're just not going to be open in some way, you're not going to listen to what somebody has to say because you know that, you know, your thoughts are right, you know that, you know, your behavior is right, whatever it is. If you're not allowing yourself to stay open in some way, sometimes justice comes in and takes care of it for us, okay? But here's the thing, is that allowing this open mindset, this open new perspective, it does allow you to see things impartially and allows us to make better decisions moving forward, whether again it's within yourself, a relationship, possibly another aspect within your life. Then we've got the High Priestess. Yeah, I love this card. It is time to pursue and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your own spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. You know what I'm also getting is that there is a sense of ego in here. And I feel that you might not know all of the details towards something as of yet. And something might be hidden from you at this moment. And I feel that having that open perspective is going to allow something to come through that is not only going to change things, like you change your perspective, but it is going to allow this sun energy to come in, this sense of happiness, this sense of fulfillment in some way. It might be that you're seeking the answers to something and you have to just be patient and have that open mind. An open mind in order to allow these things to come through. So if you're stuck in some sort of mindset where, you know, you might be looking at things with a sense of prejudice towards it, like, you know, if it's a person, let's just say a relationship, you might be looking at somebody and saying, well, I don't agree with their perspective on this. I just don't agree with it. Or maybe they're not going to do this because of the fact that, you know, for whatever reason. But here's the thing, is having that open mind, having that sense of allowing new information to come through is going to reveal what is being hidden from you at this point. It also talks about, yeah, see, look at this Ace of Spring, new opportunities. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. Having a new perspective is going to bring about something, bring forth a new passion in some manner. I love that. Oops, I just dropped a card. Seven of Autumn. So it says the planning, resources, and effects you're invested in your dream will reap rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. So what I'm feeling with that, just a sec, I'm just grabbing this card. Okay. What I'm getting with this Seven of Pentacles is that there, you may feel like somebody is, or something is stopping a particular goal, manifestation, maybe a movement forward in some way. Again, looking at it from a different perspective, it might even just be a matter of having that patience and that, you know, giving somebody or something that freedom in order for it to grow. Because if we're standing over, let's say we plant a seed, let's take this, you know, literally, if we plant a seed in the garden, we just stand there and wait for it to grow. It's, you know, it's going to feel like a very, very long time, right? If we're not looking at it, you know, maybe we forget to water it or nurture it or give it that sun, whatever it is. If we're not nurturing something, if we're not nurturing, you know, an open mind, a new perspective, it's going to be very, very hard for that seed to flourish, right? And that's what I get is coming through. So this one actually dropped on the ground, and this is the Dreamer, and it says, this is the Fool card. So you're starting a new adventure. Run free with a leap of faith. Again, a lot of leap of faith are coming through here. Have that faith. Have that faith that whatever it is that is supposed to either reveal itself or come to light or come to the surface, or for you to take a new perspective on, or to change a situation in some way, it, again, you have to remove some sort of barrier that's within yourself at this moment. Take a look at it from a new perspective. It might just be a matter of, you know, especially within relationships, maybe somebody just needs some time. Maybe there just needs to be, maybe they need to balance within themselves, right? But things are going to come to the surface in some way. So this week, I feel like this is what you need to work on, is allowing your own mindset to shift and change in order to allow new prosperity in some manner to start coming through. Princess. Oh, I love the cards, right? A wonderful new opportunity related to your work or education, such as a promotion or scholarship. This could be relationships too, so just, you know, just take it as it comes. Is coming your way. Seize the chance to learn something exciting or to start a more rewarding and uplifting career. So again, you know, take it whatever an aspect it is. But, you know, when that Princess of Pentacles, this is something brand new. This is something, the beginning of something that is just being created. Okay, you know, and again, we've got this Ace of Spring coming through. So this is like something passionate that you might start creating to, you know, or start that path towards creating. But again, it's going to be looking at it from another perspective, having that open mind. Okay, allowing things to balance themselves out. I feel like if somebody has done you wrong, or you're feeling like somebody, you know, isn't agreeing with you, or, you know, if somebody maybe has taken that step back, whatever it is, I do feel there needs to be that sense of balance. And again, having that different perspective is going to bring about that new balance, right? Princess of Winter. So this is like the Page of Swords, and it talks about this is an intellectual challenge that calls upon your ability to think of a matching solution. It helps information. If helpful information is put to you bluntly, accept the message without being bothered by the messenger. I love that, because sometimes not only is that information coming through to you in some way, it could be very much who you need to have that open mind about. Maybe there is somebody that wants to present a new opportunity to you in some manner, but you might have some sort of judgment or prejudice towards that person for whatever reason, but you know, they can't bring it through if you're in a stuck place, if you're in a stuck sense, right? So having that open mind is going to allow that energy of this person to feel free to come forward. All right, energy is it's so powerful. Energy is empowerment, right? And when we release the energy towards what it is that we want to be able to come through, it's going to make that path a lot easier. It's going to allow it to fly, to soar towards you. Okay, this is what I'm feeling for you, Gemini. I feel like this week is going to, once you clear your mind, once you release a lot of these things that are holding you back, it could be, again, a mindset. It could even be, you know, some sort of external barrier that you feel, you know, perhaps a person, place, thing, whatever it is. But I do feel that releasing that energy is going to bring through this new sense, this new perspective. A new opportunity is going to be presented in order to bring about this sense of happiness throughout this week. So let's take a look at relationships for you and seeing what is coming through with those. So this is for relationships for Gemini for August 17th to the 24th. And seeing what is coming in. Please remember that relationships don't need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, co-workers. Take them as they resonate. Sometimes they're even a relationship with ourselves. Okay? Okay, first card that's coming through. It does talk about friendship. Make a play date with one or more friends. Interesting. Playtime. Okay. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestations. I love this. And accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. All right. So whatever situation is going on at that time, this is what I'm getting. If you're so locked in to, going to our, the mind, body, and spirit, what we just looked at, if you're so locked into a position where you're not allowing new things to come through, it's very hard for heaven to come in and clear that up. Okay, so again, take however this is relating to you within relationships. What I'm getting here is that you need, look at this, friendship, playtime, time to do something that is going to help you open your mind, open your soul, allow new things, new energy to be shifted, okay? Energy to be released, energy to be created, energy to bring in that new opportunity. That's what I'm getting. And if you're so locked into one mindset or whatever it is, again, it's going to be very difficult. Bringing in, allowing yourself to play. Now, take that as it is, right? This could be just going out with friends. It could be, just doing the things that you enjoy. Take your mind off of whatever it is that is holding you back this week and allow yourself to step into this energy of allowing and freedom. Okay, freedom, because we also had that card of freedom coming through. And what I'm getting here is like, once you get into that energy of freedom, what it does is it helps clear up that path, right? Care for others and let them be free. Don't worry about them right now. Don't worry about what it is that is, you think is holding you back at this time. I feel like there's going to be new opportunities for whatever the situation is. But again, you've got to get out of the way for that, right? You've got to get out of the way for that. Go do something that is going to make you happy in order to bring in that energy of that sun, in order to change and shift situations. All right. In order to let your angels, your guides, the universe help you, right? If we keep getting in the way and putting up roadblocks, whether within our mind or our body, our soul, whatever it is, things aren't going to shift. Things aren't going to change. All right. So let's take a look here. 9 of Spring, yeah. You've worked hard. And what you've created is impressive and worthy of prosperity. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry, you'll get through them, just as you have in the past. So again, I feel like you need to take a step back, because the more that you're putting in, the more energy that you're putting towards the situation without an open mind, without a different perspective, there's going to be roadblocks. There's going to continue to be roadblocks, and you need to step back. You need to step back, go do something else. Try to open your mind to a different perspective and just allow it to flow in. We've also got the 6 of Spring. So the rescue dog, it talks about you may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you've been singled out for a special recognition. You've done an amazing job. You deserve all of the attention. So I love this because it does say, it does talk about victory again within that situation. But here's the interesting part is sometimes that 6 of Spring can also talk a little bit about ego. Okay, because it is somebody that's feeling victorious, or sometimes they're feeling righteous in their perspective. And that might be telling you also, look at, again, more roadblocks are going to keep popping up if you stay in this feeling of I'm, righteous in this, or, I'm going to win this argument, or, I'm not going to have an open mind. I'm going to keep myself closed off because it's my perspective and I'm just sticking with it, right? What will happen here is without releasing that energy, more roadblocks, more things are going to come up, more challenges. It's going to feel more challenging than if you just let it float. The King of Spring. So this is the King of Wands, and it says, now your moment's to step up in a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight or your plans will be successful so long as your plans will be successful so long as you stay focused upon the big picture. So I feel like what you need to do is focus on what you would like to happen within this situation. Remove the prejudice, remove the judgment, remove the things that aren't going to be for the betterment of all, okay? Now, that doesn't mean get stuck in your mindset and say, well, you know, I'm going to win this situation. I'm going to change their perspective or anything like that. Again, staying open, it might be your perspective on a situation that might be changed. Maybe you're going to look at it from a different point of view. Maybe you're going to have better understanding of where they're coming from. But what I'm feeling here is allowing yourself to look at the big picture of things in order for it to be created and to come through and to manifest, all right? Three of Springs. So we're getting a lot of springs here. We're getting a lot of wands. This is all new energy. This Three of Spring, it talks about stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, but you may also need to have patience for the next phase to play out. So here's the thing. I feel like even if you've been 100% right in the past, that's okay, right? That's great. Again, a new perspective, because sometimes we get trapped in some sort of sense of ego, right? That's what I keep feeling. But with that Three of Spring coming through, I really do feel like there's some sort of opportunity that is going to give you a new outlook towards something. It's going to bring you something that you have maybe been craving or desiring. It's allowing, it's the Three of Spring is saying, look at you, it's now time. You can watch for that progress to come through. You've put in a lot of hard work. You deserve the recognition for the things that you've done in the past, but at the same time, allow these new things to come through by keeping that open mind. Allow heaven to help you. Accept heaven's help at this moment. Another spring card. This is interesting. So it talks about creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. New perspectives, broad horizons. Can't get any clearer than that. Life experience. So important challenges are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in the new directions you know are right for you. So when the life experience comes through, this is like the Tower card, okay? Now, people tend to look at the Tower card as a negative, but basically what it is it's a sudden change, okay? Whether negative or positive, it's really upon your perspective. You might look at it and go, you know, that sucks, right? And you're gonna, you know, but again, looking at it something from a new perspective, because usually when the Tower comes through, it is a change. It could be a drastic change, but it's also a change that is going to allow you to rebuild, okay? Rebuild a foundation with something. So it could be, and I'm hearing in my head, letting go, again, of judgments, prejudices, mindsets, could be that life experience that is exactly needed in order to create all of these new possibilities to come towards you. Okay? Princess of Summer. So you can expect to rekindle. We were just talking, like, it's so funny because we're in relationships, right? And that's exactly what I feel is like something new is coming through. It doesn't need to be a new person. It doesn't need to, you know, or anything like that. What I feel like it is, it's a new opportunity, okay? Whether it's within a relationship that's already existing, whether it's within, you know, a person of interest. Maybe this is just yourself and you're happy being single. It might be a new perspective looking at it from a different angle. Take it as it resonates, right? But it does say you can expect to rekindle a romantic relationship or close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from somebody or be invited to a social event. So when this Princess of Summer comes through, this is like the Prince of Cups, and it's like an offer being made, okay? You know, it talks about somebody, it's the beginning of new something. It's a message coming through regarding some sort of emotional experience, all right? Some sort of new emotional experience is what I feel. And again, it could be towards somebody currently within your life. It could be somebody that, you know, you want in your life. It could be however it is. Take it as it resonates. But what I'm feeling here is you have to remove that ego first. You have to remove some mindsets. You have to remove things that are blocking you at this time. Because I do feel like with this life experience coming through, once you change that perspective, things really open up. Things change. Things, it's like opening a door, right? And you're just allowing in these new experiences. 5 of Autumn. So it talks about focusing upon the negative again, or worrying about money or your career can block your progress. We just talked about that, right? We don't want to block things. We want to open that door up. Release your trust and faith. Oh, because your trust and faith are at a low point right now, it's not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. It's saying here, like, get into that new perspective, okay? If there is something new that you want to, you know, come in. But again, that 5 of Autumn is truly about perspective, right? You can look at it in one way, or, you know, in the traditional tarot, you have somebody who's like alone and abandoned and, you know, being left out in the cold. So maybe, you know, there's things that are going around you, you know, especially let's just take a look at relationships. If you're feeling like everybody's getting into a relationship except you, or, you know, you're feeling negative towards a situation of a relationship in some way, you're not looking at it from a new perspective. You're not allowing that energy to come in. You're not allowing that energy to change. What you want to do is have that, again, you know, look at it from a different viewpoint in order to create and change and bring in this new life experience in a positive manner. Okay? Balance, yeah. By merging various points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea. I love this, right? Compromise. We already had that 3 of Spring right here. This is about like no, that's viewpoints. Let me just take a look here. I'm pretty sure we had the 3 of Spring come through. Could be wrong on that. Ace of Spring, 5 of Summer, High Priestess. It doesn't matter. But no, so it didn't come through on that one. I was wrong. But when we have that balance coming through, right? Compromise with others and collaborate to discover a better solution. Oh, yes, it's right here. 3 of Wands. Okay. Or oh, no, that's right. Sorry. I messed up. But you get the general idea, right? With a new balance, okay? Allow the balance. Allow that open mind is what I'm getting. Again, allow yourself to see those opportunities come towards you. Queen of Autumn. You will be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or every person. So this is, again, going back to these cards, right? We had spread messages of peace and harmony, care for others, let them be free, listen intently to understand, right? Focus on the positive in every situation or every person. Understand. Allow yourself to either receive advice, listen to the advice, be thoughtful, be caring in your movement forward. This is what I keep getting. It feels like you need to open those doors instead of shutting them down because somebody's viewpoint isn't matching yours. And the Wheel. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. Okay? This life experience coming through, this could be it. Now, again, this could be just within your mindset. It could be an actual experience that could change the perspective of things. With this Wheel coming through, these are major arcana. So basically, you know, they're like set events, right? Something will come through that will help move things forward, will help with this progress, will help change your viewpoint. But again, or bring in a new opportunity for you. But again, you have to change that mindset. You have to start looking forward to the future. Allow these new things to come through. Do it with that open mind. What you're thinking may not be the balance needed for a particular situation. Okay? Allow yourself to remove those things that are putting up blocks. Allow those things that are putting up some sort of barrier in order for you to receive. Okay? Have that open mind, that new perspective. So let's get a closing message from the universe. All right. This is a closing message from the universe for Gemini for this upcoming week, for August 17th to the 24th. Sometimes I do these readings back to back, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I thought I saw that card in that, you know, in this reading, but it might have been the last reading, but it doesn't matter. It's like the, I just get confused. Sometimes I'll be channeling so quickly that you think you see something and like, oh yeah, no, that was in the other reading. But it doesn't matter because the channeling is just the same. I love it. So let's get that card from the universe for Gemini at this time. And I'm actually being drawn to this one right away. And it's coming through, falling in love, kissing the divine in another and in yourself. This is beautiful. Again, you know, I just keep getting, now this could be literal, like somebody literally falling in love. This could be you, you know, it could be what it is that you've been waiting for, reaching towards. That could be your, you know, your goal is having somebody, you know, feeling that element of love, whether towards somebody or somebody towards you. It could be, you know, dual, right? But I'm also getting here is when we allow ourselves to look at things in an unconditional way, when we allow ourselves that unconditional love towards people, right? Having that open, caring, open mindset, that new perspective. This is where miracles happen. This is where things really start to flow. This is where things really start to open up and allow those miracles to come through. And this is what it's saying. So when it talks about kissing the divine in another and in yourself, open those doors. Okay, allow the universe to come in. Allow the universe to heal what needs to be healed. Take a step back. Keep that open mind. Keep that open perspective. Look at things with that sense of unconditional love, and you will see those changes that are you're desiring to come through. So I truly hope that this has helped, Gemini. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. It's truly appreciated. Thank you so much and have an amazing week. Many blessings.